Unprecedented military escalation, Israel targets Gaza, announces operations in Rafah. In a dramatic and disturbing development, Israel announced a major military escalation in Gaza, with an airstrike targeting a prominent Hamas leader, Salah al-Bardawil, killing him in Khan Yunis. This attack comes at a critical time, as Israeli military operations intensify in the city of Rafah, which is experiencing chaos and anxiety among residents. Warnings of imminent danger. As operations escalate, Israeli forces issued urgent warnings to residents of Rafah, urging them to evacuate the area immediately. Israeli military spokesman Avichai Adri warned that remaining in camps or homes put civilians at risk, noting that the operations target terrorist organizations in the Tel al-Sultan area. This warning raises questions about what might happen in the coming days, as the situation appears to be heading toward a further escalation. Horrific numbers, human casualties mount. According to official figures, more than 50,000 Palestinians have been killed and more than 113,000 others injured since the beginning of the 18-month-old conflict. These figures, which have sparked international concern, are considered reliable by international institutions, including the United Nations, despite Israeli criticism. Given these horrific figures, the question remains, how long will this suffering continue? Regional interventions and rising tensions. In a related development, the Houthi group in Yemen launched rockets toward Israel, triggering air raid sirens in Israeli territory. The Israeli military announced that it intercepted the missile without causing any casualties or damage, but this attack adds a new layer of complexity to the conflict, as regional tensions rise. Calls for peace amid chaos. As the fighting continues, the foreign ministers of Germany, France, and Britain called for a return to the ceasefire and the restoration of access to water, electricity, and medical care. Amid this tense atmosphere, the situation in Gaza remains a pressure card in the wider regional conflict, raising questions about the future and stability of the region. An uncertain future. As events escalate, the future remains uncertain, with growing fears of a further escalation that could lead to further loss of life. Will military operations continue, or will the warring parties find a path toward dialogue? Under these circumstances, hope for peace remains elusive, while the humanitarian crises in Gaza continue to deepen.